morning, friends. Greetings and welcome to The Bright Side, your nutritional program dedicated to the understanding of the vast world of nutrition and nutritional supplementation. I am your host, Pharmacist Ben, nutritional pharmacist from Boulder, Colorado, registered pharmacist number 12275. I specialize in using nutritional supplements where other healthcare practitioners use toxic pharmaceutical drugs and deadly medical procedures. If you suspect that there are natural nutritional roads to your vitality, to your health, to your well-being, and to addressing your health challenges, whatever they may be, but you don't know where to begin, you have come to the right place. As you listen to The Bright Side every day, you are more and more in control of your body. You are more and more knowledgeable, and you know you can overcome any health issue. That is why we are here every day on The Bright Side, helping clear up the sometimes confusing world of nutrition and nutritional supplementation. Over the last 27 years of practicing pharmacy, I've seen drug-free recoveries from diabetes and hypertension and obesity and skin diseases like acne, psoriasis, eczema, rosacea, digestive ailments, autoimmune issues of all kinds. Recoveries that by the standards of modern medicine can only be called a miracle, but what is in the world of the body, what is in the world of biology, standard operating procedure, because the human biological system is a healing system, it's a regenerating system. It is designed divinely to heal and renew and regenerate itself on a moment-to-moment basis. And while some folks may call that healing, renewing system a miracle, it really is no miracle at all. It is simply the way the body works. If you have questions about health or nutrition or prescription drugs, we welcome your phone calls on The Bright Side. Our number is 855-660-4261. Try to get on board early so we can get to all our calls, 855-660-4261. If we left you on hold yesterday and you'd still like to get on board, you can call 855-660-4261. Let our call screener know that we left you on hold and we'll get you first up. If you want to purchase any of the longevity products that you hear us advertise on the program or you hear us talk about on the program, you can head over to my website, brightsideben.com. Take a look at our shopping cart. You can also call the Brightside Ben phone team at 866-735-2470. That's 866-735-2470. Make sure you ask them about my personal favorite longevity product, the Beyond Tangy Tangerine Multivitamin Mineral Complex Powder. You add a little bit to water, sip it down over the course of a day. It's a wonderful way to get your water-soluble vitamins, your fat-soluble vitamins, calcium, iron, magnesium. Most folks will notice results within 1 or 2 doses. It's the liquid format that's the secret. It goes right to work, bypasses digestive difficulties, gets absorbed quickly through the intestine. It's only $50 a canister. Most folks will notice lower blood pressure, relaxing, better sleep, more energy, lower blood pressure, weight loss. There's all kinds of benefits from this stuff, and it's only $50 a canister. If you haven't tried it yet, find out what everybody's talking about. Give it a shot. You can call the Brightside Ben phone team at 866-735-2470. They can tell you all about it. Or you can head over to brightsideben.com and click on the Buy Now link and pull down the menu. You'll find the Beyond Tangy Tangerine as well as all the other fine longevity products that we talk about here on the Bright Side. All right, thanks so much for joining us. If you're in the Austin area, I'll be doing a talk at Brave New Books, 7 p.m. That's in Austin, Texas. Love to see you out there. And I'll actually be out there a little bit earlier mingling around. So if you come by early, we can get to talk a little bit. And that's at 7 p.m. on the 23rd, this Thursday, at Brave New Books in Austin, Texas. All right, we're talking glutamine, my favorite amino acid, or at least one of my favorite amino acids, the most abundant amino acid in the body, super, mega important, the most functional amino acid, the most multi-purpose amino acid in the body. And we've been talking about how glutamine can be used as fuel by the digestive system, by the digestive tract. If you have any kind of digestive health issues, if you have any kind of Crohn's disease, leaky gut syndrome, celiac disease, any kind of digestive health issues, you want to think about supplementing with glutamine. And by the way, the fact that cells are so dependent on glutamine means that the less food you eat, the less snacking you do, the less wasted calories you ingest, the less non-nutritional calories you ingest, the more glutamine your intestinal cells are going to have to do their work. This is one of the important and underappreciated benefits of caloric restriction and fasting, and this is one of the main reasons why restricting your calories, restricting your intake of calories, restricting the amount of foods you eat, or at least limiting it somehow. I'm not saying not to eat, I'm not saying to just avoid food entirely, but just restricting the amount of calories, eating when you only feel hungry, fasting periodically, intermittent fasting. This is one of the main reasons why these kinds of strategies have longevity benefits, why they can increase your lifespan and improve your overall health. Your body will spare nutrients like glutamine. It won't be using glutamine as much to process foods. Your intestinal cells, your enterocytes will have more glutamine to fight diseases, more glutamine for energizing and metabolic reactions, just more, and not just more glutamine, but more nutrients in general. It's one of the neatest things about fasting and caloric restriction that you don't hear people talking about, the fact that you will spare nutrients like glutamine. There's so much to talk about when it comes to the functionality and importance of glutamine. As I say, it is the most abundant amino acid. I'm not going to be able to give you an exhaustive or comprehensive listing of all the benefits this important supplement can provide for you, but we'll just cover some of the miscellaneous things in addition to digestive health benefits, anti-cancer benefits, immune system benefits, being a cell energizer and a primary source of energy for a primary source of fuel for enterocytes, and being a component of the body's master cancer fighter, glutathione. Glutamine is also important for the growth and the proliferation of white blood cells and other cells of the immune system. Just like it helps the cells of your digestive tract get fuel and energy, it helps the cells of the immune system get food and energy. And you'll want your immune system healthy, and you want your immune system to have everything it needs to do its work. Among the fastest growing cells of the body are cells of the immune system. And, by the way, cells of the developing embryo, cells of the fetus, are also fast-dividing and fast-growing cells. And as you might expect, these kinds of cells also use glutamine as a fuel source. Glutamine is made and processed in large amounts by what they call the placenta fetal unit. The placenta fetal unit is the combination of the placenta and the fetus. And this placenta fetal unit processes large amounts, goes through and burns and uses and metabolizes large amounts of glutamine, which is completely logical, not only because of glutamine's role as a fuel source for fast-dividing cells, but also because glutamine is one of, if not the, most important building amino acids, and nothing exemplifies building more than what happens in a mom's body when she's developing and growing a fetus. A developing and growing fetus is burning through nitrogen and burning through glutamine and burning through nutrients really, really fast, and that means, Mom, you want to be thinking about either supplementing with a little bit of glutamine or making sure you're using whey protein and getting your bone soup and other glutamine-containing foods. Also, because Mom's glutamine levels are going to be shared between her own cells, and her fetus's cells, she could very likely end up with deficiencies. In other words, Mom is now sharing her glutamine. She's got glutamine for two. So if she's not supplementing with glutamine, if Mom is not making sure she's getting high protein foods, probably the fetus is going to get the glutamine more than the mom is going to get the glutamine. That means Mom could very likely end up deficient in the super, super important amino acids. Moms who are developing a baby, growing a baby in their womb, have to make sure they're getting enough protein. Fats are important, zinc is important, vitamin A is important, but nothing is more important for a mom who's growing a baby, who's developing a baby, than a good source of protein, something like whey protein or egg protein. If you're a vegan or a vegetarian, it's a little bit tougher. Maybe some soy protein or bean protein if you can handle them from a digestive level. It's really tough for vegan moms and vegetarian moms to get the kind of growing nutrients, of growth-inducing nutrients that their fetus and their baby needs. Really tough. It can be done, but you got to really, really pay attention. Babies born from moms who have digestive problems are especially at risk here. That's because Mom's digestive system has to be working really well to absorb glutamine and break up proteins. Remember, you need stomach acid, you need digestive enzymes, you got to make sure your intestinal lining is working correctly in order for amino acids and proteins to be broken down and those amino acids to be absorbed. That means if Mom has Crohn's disease, celiac disease, any kind of intestinal problem, the fetus and the baby are going to be especially at risk. They could be low birth weight, they could be preemie, And remember, the fetal cells are also using glutamine for their work. We'll continue this when we come back from our break. I'm Pharmacist Ben. We'll be...
I had tried everything. I'd cut back the amount of food I was eating. I was lifting weights and jogging, but nothing was working. My body was literally starving for minerals and trace elements as well as key vitamins. And as soon as I had that, I immediately could eat half of what I was eating previously and be satisfied. Now, there are hundreds of great products at InfoWarsTeam.com, but I want to point out the 3 that have helped me lose 37 pounds in just 2 months. Products like Beyond Tangy Tangerine, Pollen Burst, and Rebound. When I started taking the Tangy Tangerine and other products every day, I lost more than 37 pounds in just 2 months. Now that's results. I want to challenge my listeners to go to InfoWarsTeam.com and to order just 3 of their products, and you will see the changes in the way you look, feel, and in your appetite almost immediately. Start your journey to health and wellness today. InfoWarsTeam.com.
Making the right decisions is a challenge to investors. Are we going to see economic growth, slide into a recession, or at worst, depression? Hi, Ted Anderson from Midas Resources. We all know when a company acts irresponsibly, divesting ourselves in a move towards safety is prudent. When the market becomes volatile, U.S. Treasuries are a safe haven. But what do you do when the U.S. government overextends itself and spends beyond its means? Many investors are turning toward gold as a common-sense alternative to traditional paper investments. Midas Resources has put together a powerful book titled 10 Reasons to Own Gold, discussing costs, benefits, risks, featuring full-color illustrations, weights, and measures. The book is free and can be yours by calling 800-686-2237. Paper investments are dwarfed by gold's 6,000-year history. Discover how gold may be right for you and your IRA by calling 800-686-2237. Whether buying or it's time for you to sell, the book is free. Call 800-686-2237.
Would you like being an insider? Would you like getting exclusive access to prizes and better deals? Would you like some help in making sure you and your loved ones are prepared for the next disaster or emergency? If you answered yes to any of these, here's your simple solution. Join Freeze Dry Guy's Survival Insider Club. Not only is your membership free, you get $10 in survival bucks just for signing up. Then you save at least 10% on purchases, plus enjoy insider access to specials, prizes, and other exclusive offers. Since 1970, veteran-owned Freeze Dry Guy has been your trusted source for long-lasting, easy-to-make freeze-dried food and dehydrated food, perfect for emergency preparedness, RV travel, and outdoor needs from camping to sailing. Enjoy life as a survival insider. Call Freeze Dry Guy now at 866-404-3663, 866-404-FOOD, or log on to freezedryguy.com. That's freezedryguy.com.
Great news, pure water lovers. BigBerkeyWaterFilters.com has a special discount offer for all GCN listeners. You can't do better than a Big Berkey for economy. For only 1.7 cents a gallon, a single set of filters can last for 5 to 10 years. There's none better than a Big Berkey for emergency preparedness as a backup water source. And you just can't beat a Big Berkey to remove dangerous chlorine, all types of fluoride, pathogenic bacteria, cysts, parasites, and unhealthy byproducts from municipal water. Berkey water filter systems are even powerful enough to purify stagnant pond water. For the gold standard in water filters, get a Big Berkey at BigBerkeyWaterFilters.com. And all GCN listeners get 5% off all ceramic filter systems. For details, call 1-877-99-BERKEY. That's 877-99-BERKEY. Big Berkey Water Filters, for the love of clean water.
Independently leading the way for the nation. Compelling talk for every political persuasion. We are GCN.
All right, we're back on the bright side. Pharmacist Ben here. We're here Monday through Friday, 8 to 9 Pacific and 10 to 11 Central Time. We're up 24/7 on our archive page, brightsideben.com. You'll find a shopping cart with all the longevity products and a join the team link. You can click on that and start yourself a longevity business for a one-time $10 fee. Make some money selling longevity products. You can also call the Brightside Ben phone team at 866-735-2470. That's 866-735-2470. I'm personally looking for a business builder to join me in my business. a couple business builders, really. If you're interested, I can help you do that. And you can call 866-735-2470. They can tell you all about it if you're interested in joining my team as a business builder. Give the Brightside Ben phone team a call at 866-735-2470. They can tell you about that. All right, we're talking glutamine. Glutamine supplementation for moms who are developing a fetus. Mom needs to get enough glutamine for a couple of reasons. First of all, the fetus needs glutamine, and glutamine is passed through the placenta into the fetus, and that means mom's supplements and mom's protein foods, high-protein foods, are going to get broken down. The glutamine is going to get passed into the fetus. Of course, this all means that this all requires that the digestive system is breaking down those proteins. That means you got to have stomach acid, you got to have digestive enzymes, and then you have to have the intestinal cells, the enterocytes, have to be healthy enough to absorb the glutamine. It's kind of like there's kind of a vicious circle that goes on here. If your intestinal cells, if a mom's intestinal cells are not absorbing glutamine, that means the intestinal cells will be weaker and they'll absorb even less glutamine. So you get this downward vicious spiral. The fetus also needs glutamine to do its work. Remember, the fetus is building, the fetus is growing, the fetus is detoxifying. There's all kinds of needs for the fetus, the baby in the womb, for glutamine. That means moms, make sure you're either supplementing with glutamine. That's probably the best thing to do. If you don't want to supplement, make sure you're eating high-protein foods, especially if you have some kind of digestive problem, and then make sure that you're using digestive enzymes and apple cider vinegar, lecithin, pancreatin, there's all kinds of supplements that you could take to help yourself to improve your body's ability to absorb protein, especially proteases like you'll find in the Ultimate Enzymes. Glutamine supplements are also a good idea if mom is sick, if mom's recovering from surgery, if mom is an athlete, if mom's a bodybuilder. And if mom is a bodybuilder or an athlete, weightlifter, and she's in the gym, she's doing yoga, and mom doesn't know about glutamine supplementation, the chances are pretty darn good that mom's glutamine stores are going to be low. In other words, if a mom, and not just a mom, anybody who's working out, who's building muscle, who's under some kind of stress, and exercise is a kind of stress on the body, and you're not supplementing with glutamine, you could very, very likely be low in this super important amino acid. Glutamine is an anti-stress amino acid. It helps the body counteract stress, and exercise is a type of stress. If a baby is born low birth weight, glutamine is going to come out in the breast milk. And it's supposed to be coming out in the breast milk. Milk is one of the nature's richest sources of glutamine. And that's one of the reasons, by the way, why whey protein is so important. Whey protein is really, really glutamine dense. But if mom is not breastfeeding, if mom has a preemie baby and mom is not breastfeeding, she may want to think about using something like glutamine-enriched formula, which is not as good as breast milk, obviously, but at least baby will get a good shot of glutamine. Basically, the underlying theme here is that with all the various roles that it plays in the body and all the various functions that glutamine plays in the body, glutamine is important for building, glutamine is important for energizing, glutamine is important for keeping the body running. It is so, so, so important that you focus on how much you're getting either in a supplemental fashion or, and that is straight glutamine supplements, or you can use whey protein supplements, or at the very least, make sure you're getting high protein foods. As far as the individual cell goes, remembering all disease is cell disease, glutamine can be used as energy for that individual cell. Glutamine is important for the cell making DNA. Glutamine is important for helping carrying wastes out of a cell. Glutamine is a source, as we said, of nitrogen for a cell. There's an important relationship between glutamine and the cell, the growth of a cell, the dividing of a cell. How much stuff do you want? How much benefits do you want from a supplement? This is ridiculous. This is amazing, and a case could very well be made that glutamine is the most functional and the most important of all nutritional supplements. This ability that glutamine has to trigger cell division is based on the fact that glutamine has an ability to regulate water inside a cell. So it has to be plump, and it has to be moist, and it has to be hydrated in order for it to grow properly, in order for its enzymes to work correctly, in order for it to process chemicals, and in order for a cell to divide correctly. Many diseases, especially degenerative diseases and cancer itself, are caused by problems with cell division, and glutamine is a very protective supplement in that regard. Glutamine can help make sure that cells divide correctly, especially because of this relationship to DNA. If you don't have enough glutamine inside a cell is not going to be able to divide correctly. And then we come to collagen, the most important, the most abundant of the connective tissue proteins. The body is largely collagen. In fact, collagen is probably the single most abundant substance in the body. Glutamine may be the single most abundant amino acid in the body, but the single most abundant tissue, if you will, or stuff in the body is collagen. Glutamine is fuel for cells to make collagen, especially cells called fibroblasts. Specifically, cells called fibroblasts. Those are the cells that make collagen. In the skincare world, the fibroblast is the superstar cell. The fibroblast means fiber. Fibro means fiber, and blast is like a factory. You always hear the word blast or the suffix blast at the end of a cell word or a cell name. Fibroblast is a cell that makes fiber. Myoblast is a cell that makes muscle. Osteoblast is a cell that makes bone. So these fibroblasts make collagen. The skincare world's favorite cell. Skincare products, there's all kinds of skincare products out there that purport or pretend to stimulate collagen synthesis from fibroblasts. There's not a lot of real skincare ingredients that do that. Fibroblasts are notoriously difficult to address topically, but if you're interested in anti-aging and reversing wrinkles, making sure your skin is strong, making sure your skin is tight and anti-aged, this is where you want to be working, at the level of the fibroblasts. Topically, you can use glycolic acid, retinoic acid, vitamin C. These are all major topical players in turning on fibroblasts, but it's pretty hard to do. Vitamin C, alpha-hydroxy acids, vitamin A, those are pretty much the only three ingredients that you could use topically to stimulate collagen synthesis. I call them the big three skincare ingredients. There may be a couple other ones. Peptides like matrixyl, which we've talked about in the past, might be able to pull it off, accelerate the production of collagen. But the best way to turn on your fibroblasts is internally, using nutrition, using supplements, keeping your intake of inflammatory foods, sugar foods, refined and processed foods, keeping your intake of these kinds of foods low, correcting digestive issues, stabilizing blood sugar. These are all great ways and important ways to help protect the fibroblasts and improve collagen synthesis, keep wrinkles away, keep your bones strong, because fibroblasts make collagen for bones and connective tissue in general. Vitamin C is the single most important nutritional supplement that you could take for helping the fibroblasts make collagen. Essential fatty acids are important. The B vitamins are important in a kind of general way. There has to be enough oxygen. You need raw materials. You need basic building blocks as well to make the collagen, and that's where glutamine comes in. Glutamine is like a little delivery shuttle that can deliver a key component, a key amino acid of collagen, and that means better skin and stronger bones. That means a more powerful muscle system, and that means a healthier electrical environment for the muscle as well. All right, I'm Pharmacist Ben. We're coming back with your phone calls at 855-660-4261 right after this. Don't go away.
This alert just came in. This special announcement is for business owners and leaders of organizations who've been waiting for the right time to build. General Steel has made it impossible to wait any longer with rock-bottom prices that could save you thousands. That's right. General Steel, America's leader in pre-engineered structures, is offering buildings at prices you will never see again. Don't miss these prices. A 50 by 100 for under $30,000. You heard right. That's 5,000 square feet under $30,000. Manufacturers, if you need a larger building, try a 100 by 100 commercial building for $129,000. You can't afford to rent with these prices. Imagine a 70 by 100 foot church building for under $69,000. With the economy improving and interest rates still at historic lows, you can't afford to wait. So call 866-91-STEEL. Lock in your price now. Take delivery in spring. 866-91-STEEL. That's 866-917-8335.
Hi, this is Steve Sanchez, and based on a recent study, it was found that 57 million Americans had legal issues over the last 12 months, but only 60% of those studied sought out the services of a lawyer. Why? In a nutshell, affordability. Well, my friends at Legal Shield have created a solution that can help you not if, but when you need an attorney. For as little as $17 per month, Legal Shield will provide you unlimited access to qualified attorneys at an accomplished law firm for advice and counsel on legal issues no matter matter how serious or trivial. For over 40 years and with 1.4 million families across North America, Legal Shield can help you, the loyal GCN listener. Representatives are standing by now to answer your questions, so call them now at 1-855-340-SAVE. That's 1-855-340-7283, or visit them at lsprotection.com. That's lsprotection.com.
In the U.S., 1 in every 50 homes will have a break-in this year. Burglars call it smash and grab. Police call it robbery. We call it avoidable. We are Fake TV, a simple electronic device that can fool even professional burglars. Fake TV easily plugs into any outlet and simulates the changing colors of a television. To a burglar, it looks like someone must be home watching TV, so they'll likely move on to an easier target. At only $29.95, Fake TV costs less than a month of most alarm monitoring plans and comes with free shipping. Order your Fake TV by calling 877-5-FAKE-TV or go to faketv.com. That's 877-532-5388 or faketv.com. Fake TV, the burglar deterrent.
We all know that Berkey Water Purification Systems are the most trusted name in water filtration. As an authorized Berkey dealer for over 6 years and serving thousands of satisfied customers, the Berkey Guy offers amazing specials for Berkey Water Filtration Systems. The Berkey Light Systems include a set of self-sterilizing and recleanable black purification elements that purify water by removing chlorine, pathogenic bacteria, cysts, and parasites to non-detectable levels and remove harmful chemicals such as herbicides and pesticides. Order the Berkey Light System today, complete with 2 black Berkey elements for only $231, and the Berkey Guy will ship your order free of charge. With the purchase of a Berkey Light, the Berkey Guy is also offering a set of fluoride and arsenic filters for only $39.99. That's over 30% off the retail price. Call the Berkey Guy at 1-877-886-3653. That's 1-877-886-3653. Or order online at goberkey.com. That's goberkey.com today.
To thank you for being a loyal listener, we have a limited time freebie offer for you. Claim your free heirloom tomato seeds, just pay shipping, right now at 123freeseeds.com. These aren't ordinary seeds. These are heirloom, non-genetically modified super seeds that are open pollinated and can be grown, harvested, and replanted endlessly. These survival seeds are actually more valuable than gold in a crisis. Go to 123freeseeds.com and you can get an airtight storage packet of 150 super seeds free while supplies last to say thank you for being a loyal listener. First come, first served. Just cover shipping. Go to 123freeseeds.com now to see if your free heirloom seeds are still available. That's 123freeseeds.com.
Great minds think alike. The network for the independent-minded. The Genesis Communications Network. GCN.
All right, we're back on the bright side. I am Pharmacist Ben. We'll wind down our talk about glutamine tomorrow. Last thing I want to say today is think about it for your skin. I think about it for connective tissue in general. The body is largely made up of connective tissue, and this is so important when it comes to anti-aging. You know, when we think about the aging process, we really don't think about this idea of connective tissue building, but it's so important. Now, that shriveled look that we get when we're older and the visible signs of skin aging, these are connective tissue problems, and understanding the distinction between connective tissue and the rest of the body, the other types of tissue in the body, is really, really important if you're going to exploit the body's ability to recover and grow and what they call remodel this connective tissue. Remodeling is the process where connective tissue is broken up and then rebuilt and broken up and rebuilt, and as we get older, the remodeling process slows down. It's very dependent on protein and other nutrients. It's very dependent on glutamine as well. We will continue this discussion tomorrow as we continue talking, as we finish up talking about glutamine, and then we'll move on to other strategies for building glutathione, the master cancer fighter, the master antioxidant, the master detoxifier in the human body. All right, our number is 855-660-4261. I'm Pharmacist Ben. You're listening to The Bright Side. Tony in Texas, welcome. What's going on, bro?
Hey, Doc. I live in Austin, and the cedar is really bad here. And, for this year, it's worse than it's been forever, I think. And a lot of people I know are getting steroid shots because their medications aren't working. It's either cortisone or steroid or something like that. And I'm at the point where I'm suffering so much I'm thinking about getting something like that. I've never had anything like that. What are the side effects, and are there any alternatives?
Well, for steroids?
Yeah, well, I mean, to something to combat the cedar fever, it's just basically pollen in your eyes and nose and throat.
I heard about it in Austin. I heard about that. It's pretty bad, and there are allergic reactions that occur. The best thing you can do for allergic reactions, believe it or not, is the exact opposite of what the doctors in the medical model will do, and that's build your immune system, strengthen your immune system. When you have cedar allergy or any kind of allergy, what you're having is an immune system response. That means a defensive response. Your body's trying to protect you. So all those the signs of allergies like watery eyes and a runny nose and a stuffy head, all of those are signs that fluid is beginning to leak inside your head in response to this attack from the cedar pollen. So you say, what's up with fluid and mucus and runny nose and congested head? Why would that be? Why, Tony, let me ask you something. You're a lay person, I take it. You're not a medical professional. What do you think? Why would the body respond to some kind of allergen or some kind of attack on the body? Why would the body's response be fluidization, the secretion of fluids and mucus? What do you suppose the reason for that is? Is it an accident? Is it a mistake? Did God make a mistake? Did the divine force make a mistake? Or do you think there's a purpose for it? And if you do, I'm going to turn the tables here and ask you a question. What do you think the purpose would be?
Well, the way I understand it, it's not a weak immune system. It's basically an overstimulation of the immune system. The immune system is overreacting to whatever it is, whether it's ragweed or in this case, cedar.
Well, no, hang on. That's not what I'm asking you. In your opinion, and I'm just curious to know what you as a layperson think. In your opinion, or based on what your ideas about how the body works, why is the response fluidization, the secretion of fluids? Why would that be the response? Why wouldn't it be a drying up, for example?
Maybe I'm dehydrated?
No. The fluidization in response to an allergic attack is one of the ways the body flushes things out. So when you tear, the body's trying to flush things out of the eye area. When your blood vessels inside your head open up, your body's trying to flush things out of your sinus cavities, the inner channels in your head. When you have mucus secretion, your body is trying to protect itself by secreting a protective layer between the allergen and tissues in the body. So what we experience as unpleasantries, what we experience as discomfort, are really the signs of the body's way of protecting itself. We don't want to suppress that, ever. The dumbest thing that a doctor or the medical model could ever do, I don't want to say doctors, we'll call it the medical model, is suppress this activity. It's the body's protective mechanism. What you want to do is you want to boost the immune system, strengthen the immune system, and probably the most important, there's a couple ways to do it, but in my opinion, the number one thing to do is to reduce what's called the load on the immune system. Think of the immune system as a dump truck, and it has a certain amount of capacity. The dump truck has a certain load capacity. And so when the immune system is working on, for example, problem foods, or it's working on bacteria or toxins, when the immune system is protecting us from, say, poisons inside our house, maybe from our copying machine or maybe from insulation, and then all of a sudden it has another load that it has to work on, say pollen from cedar, it becomes overloaded. And so one of the most important strategies for dealing with cedar pollen or any seasonal pollen is to reduce the load on the digestive system, the other work it has to do. You can't stop the pollen, you can't stop the cedar, but if you have other immune loads, if you have other things that you're doing that are overloading the immune system, those things you do have control over. So first and foremost, the largest component by far of the immune system is the digestive system, and as weird as it sounds, the best thing you could do is protect your digestive system from, or support the immune system in the digestive tract, and that means using probiotics especially. In fact, that's my number one A digestive supplement for dealing with these seasonal allergies is a good probiotic supplement like the Biolumin Nightly Essence. That's number one. Secondly, vitamin C is probably the most important of the immune vitamins. I would be doing high doses of vitamin C, anywhere from 1,000 to 5,000 milligrams a day. Don't do it too quick. You never want to drink your vitamin C too quickly because you could end up with some bloating or gas or diarrhea or some digestive problems as you get a big hit of vitamin C. So kind of sip on the vitamin C, and of course you'll get a bunch of vitamin C in the Beyond Tangy Tangerine product. There's other very, very important immune system boosting nutrients. Vitamin A is really important. In fact, zinc and vitamin A work together to help boost immunity, maybe 50 milligrams of zinc picolinate a day and 20,000 international units of vitamin A a day. Don't forget about magnesium, really, really important for the immune system. And I'd be using anywhere from 1,000 to 2,000 milligrams of magnesium a day. You'll find some magnesium in the OsteoMag product from Youngevity and the Ultimate Daily from Youngevity as well. So first and foremost, and last but not least, is make sure you're drinking a lot of fluids. That can also help flush toxins out of the body and flush allergens out of the body as well. Worst comes to worst, Benadryl is way, way, way gentler than cortisone or prednisone, steroids that you get from the doctor's office. I would never, ever, I don't know how many times I could say it, but if I could say it the whole hour, I would say it the whole hour. Never, ever, ever use a steroid drug that I got from a doctor unless I had a life-threatening situation. I cannot say that with enough emphasis. They are among the most toxic, awful, horrible drugs, and one of the first things we learn in pharmacy school is nobody should ever stay on a steroid drug for any length of time unless you have some kind of, you want to use it for some kind of emergency, but you don't want to stay on a steroid drug for a long period of time. Now, I'm not saying that you would be doing that, but a lot of folks are. A lot of folks who have immune diseases are just on prednisone for years, and it's an awful, awful drug. One of the most pro-aging, breakdown-inducing, wrinkle-causing, immune system-suppressing drugs ever, and yet you still have medical professionals who feel like they can dispense it as if it was just aspirin or an antihistamine. Use Benadryl if you want to use a prescription drug. Focus on the digestive system. Use vitamin C, zinc, vitamin A, and magnesium as well. Make sure you're drinking lots of fluids. Thanks so much for your call, Tony. Appreciate it, and I hope I helped you out. All right, we're going to come back with more of your phone calls. I'm Pharmacist Ben. You're listening to The Bright Side on the Genesis Communication Network. We'll be back after this.
Pharmacist Ben Fuchs knows the importance of proper digestion.
Make sure you take a look at the Ultimate Enzyme product. They're made with bile salts and fat digestion enzymes and protein digestive enzymes. And not only do the Ultimate Enzymes give you obvious benefits for digestion, but they can also help keep your blood flowing through your circulatory system. As most of you probably know by now, thick, sludgy, clotting blood is a serious risk factor for heart disease and stroke. Clearly, inappropriate and excessive blood clotting is a major health issue, and thick, sludgy blood is not just about heart health either. Sludgy blood can compromise oxygenation and nutrient delivery to all your cells and tissues and organs, and ultimately lead to almost any health issue you can name.
Concerned about proper digestion and heart health? Order Ultimate Enzymes by calling 866-735-2470. That's 866-735-2470, or on the web at brightsideben.com. That's brightsideben.com. Order today.
So we decided to upgrade the look of our home.
You know, improve the curb appeal.
We decided to add the look of stone to the exterior.
We really like the stacked stone look.
Yeah, but when I checked into the price, it was ridiculous. No way could we afford it.
Then a friend told me about Genstone. Genstone.
Genstone comes in lightweight panels made of polyurethane. They've actually engineered the hassle out of installation. No mortar, no mesh. It was easy. Even I could do it.
We just screwed the panels to the wall and it looks like stone. I mean, it really looks like stone.
Yeah, from the box to the wall in minutes.
We love the look of our home now.
And Genstone is durable, comes with a 25-year warranty, and offers additional R-value for insulation.
If you want the look of stone at a price you can afford, call Genstone
at 855-955-STONE.
Trust me, you'll save money.
And you'll love the look.
855-955-STONE. That's 855-955-7866.
Do you owe the IRS money that you can't pay? Are tax liens and levies ruining your life? Are you tired of being afraid just to go to the mailbox? If this describes you, then Dan Pilla can help.
Hi, I'm Dan Pilla, and I've been solving tax problems for more than 30 years. In fact, I wrote the book that made it possible to negotiate settlements with the IRS, and I've helped thousands of people do exactly that. Call now at 800-346-6829 to learn how I can help you. You know your IRS debt will not go away by itself, but you don't have to live in fear anymore. New changes to IRS policies will help more people than ever before eliminate their debts once and for all. There's no need for you to suffer another day with IRS debt. Call 800-346-6829. I can help you eliminate wage and bank levies, release tax liens, and negotiate a settlement with the IRS that will put your tax nightmare behind you forever. Call 800-34-NO-TAX or go to my website, taxhelponline.com. That's taxhelponline.com.
Would you like being an insider? Would you like getting exclusive access to prizes and better deals? Would you like some help in making sure you and your loved ones are prepared for the next disaster or emergency? If you answered yes to any of these, here's your simple solution. Join Freeze Dry Guy's Survival Insider Club. Not only is your membership free, you get $10 in survival bucks just for signing up. Then you save at least 10% on purchases, plus enjoy insider access to specials, prizes, and other exclusive offers. Since 1970, veteran-owned Freeze Dry Guy has been your trusted source for long-lasting, easy-to-make freeze-dried food and dehydrated food, perfect for emergency preparedness, RV travel, and outdoor needs from camping to sailing. Enjoy life as a survival insider. Call Freeze Dry Guy now at 866-404-3663, 866-404-FOOD, or log on to freezedryguy.com. That's freezedryguy.com.
The bad boy of broadcasting, Man Cow, has found a new home. The Genesis Communications Network, GCN.
All right, we're back on the bright side. I am Pharmacist Ben. And let's go out to, let's stay in Texas, talk to David. What's up, David? How you doing, buddy?
I'm doing well. How are you? Thank you.
I'm well. Are you in Austin by any chance? You listening in Austin?
Yes, I am.
Hope we get to see you. You going to come down and see me at Brave New Books on Thursday?
Absolutely.
Good deal. Make sure you say hello.
All right.
All right. What's going on?
The reason I'm contacting is that my son, he has a problem with warts on his hands.
Okay. How old?
It started with
How old is
21 now. 21.
Okay.
It started when he was about 15.
Okay. Here's the deal. He doesn't just have warts on his hand, and that's what your job, or his job, really his job, is going to be to find other symptoms that he can address. Now, you can take care of the warts by zapping them. You can use colloidal silver. There's a lot of things you can do to take care of the warts, but you want to figure out, why is the immune system not taking care of its business? Why is your immune system, or your son's immune system, not doing its job? And you'll find more than likely it's overloaded, as we were talking with our last caller. So this idea of load is so important. When the immune system is overloaded, things like warts and allergy symptoms will show up. Warts are caused by a virus. That virus is always around, but not everybody gets warts. He'll only get warts when his immune system is suppressed or overloaded or weakened in some fashion. That means, number one, warts are like a good thing in a way. They're like a barometer. They're like a window into the immune system, and you can actually see what's happening. So once you take care of the warts, you'll know that you've taken care of the immune system. You've boosted the immune system. So first and foremost, the bulk of the immune system, while there's some immune cells in the skin, obviously, the bulk of the immune system is in the digestive tract. And as we were talking with Tony earlier, you got to focus on the digestive system whenever there is any immune response, whether it's warts or whether it's a runny nose or whether it's any kind of inflammation, whatever. If you got an immune response, the bulk of your immune system is in the digestive tract. Focus there. Now, you'll probably find that he knows he's got some kind of digestive thing going on, bloating or gas or something along those lines. Focus on problem foods and then eliminate those foods. Probiotics are a must-have. Fermented foods and probiotics are must-have for all immune issues because of the digestive connection. For all digestive issues, too. That goes without saying. Get on the Biolumin Nightly. Acidophilus and such. I like the Biolumin Nightly Essence because it's a well-rounded probiotic. But in addition to the Biolumin Nightly Essence, make sure he's using kefir and miso and tempeh and kimchi and fermented beets and whatever kind of fermented foods he can get to upregulate his or improve digestive function at the probiotic level. Vitamin C is always important for the immune system. In fact, that's probably vitamin C and vitamin A are the two most important immune vitamins. Maybe 1,000 to 5,000 milligrams of vitamin C a day. And then also 20,000 international units of vitamin A a day. Zinc is the most important mineral for the immune system, 50 milligrams of zinc a day. And as I've said so many times, and we just said to Tony, zinc and vitamin A work together. Magnesium also very important for the immune system, maybe 1,000 milligrams to 2,000 milligrams of magnesium a day. Look for the Osteomag. And then the OPC selenium, very antiviral. It's important for the immune system in general. It's important for glutathione. And so I'd be using maybe 200 to 400 micrograms of the OPC selenium. And then speaking of glutathione building strategies, especially glutamine. And if he's a weightlifter, he's an athlete, is he an athlete or doing any exercise or anything like that, David? David?
Well, I wouldn't, yeah.
Is he working out a lot or anything like that?
No, he works out maybe a couple days a week.
Okay, good. So not like a gym rat or anything like that. I was going to say if he is a gym rat, then he could be depleting his stores of glutamine, and that could be a problem. But probably not so much of an issue for him. Whey protein wouldn't hurt, and then maybe a gram of glutamine powder along with it. And last but not least, I love N-acetylcysteine for all immune health issues. We'll be talking about N-acetylcysteine. It's a major component of glutathione. 100 to 300 or 400 milligrams a day of NAC can be helpful for all immune boosting all immune boosting needs for helping support immune health. All right, David?
Okay.
Got to move on. Thanks. I hope I see you on Thursday. Thanks so much for your call, bro. All right, Sam in Pennsylvania, welcome to the bright side. What's going on, my man?
Hey, man. How are you, bud?
Doing good. How you doing?
All right. Thanks, man. Had a question. How do you feel about, or what do you know about the difference between intermittent fasting like every other day, versus what your good friend was on the call a couple of times.
Tabidi, when he's doing
2 weeks in a row, right?
Here's the deal with intermittent fasting. You want to surprise the body. And I like intermittent fasting. I know Tabidi does long-term fast. He just likes the high that you get off of fasting, and you do get a kind of high when you fast. It's one of the neat things about fasting is your brain will secrete intoxicating chemicals, not in a bad way, but just in a good way. And that's one of the body's mechanisms for making sure you have the wherewithal to go out and find food. In fact, drug companies are actually looking into some of these brain chemicals that are secreted when we fast. They're called orexins, O-R-E-X-I-N-S, and these orexins give you energy, and they make you feel happy, and they make you feel strong and vital. And I think Tabidi might be kind of like that. I don't want to say he's addicted to it, but he likes that. And a lot of people who fast like that. But as far as bodybuilding goes, as far as building tissue, building muscle, supporting the immune system goes, it's the intermittency that you're looking for. You want to surprise the body. But you don't want the body to be able to predict when a fast is going to happen, so it never knows when. See, when we fast, the body thinks it's a famine. And you want the body to not know when there's going to be a famine happening, to be surprised. And that way it has to always be ready. And that's when you get your maximum building of tissue, so the body is always prepared. If it knows when there's a fast coming, if you fast predictably for the body doesn't have to build as much. It can kind of slow down the metabolism a little bit, and that's not what you're looking for. What you're looking for is a building response, and that is a function of the intermittency, the surprise factor. So if you're going to fast every other day, don't do it in a routine. Just do it once in a while, or do Mondays and Tuesdays and then skip Wednesdays, or maybe do Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday the next week and then skip Thursday. Kind of figure out a way to surprise the body. Don't give the body a routine. Give the body make sure the fasting is happening in an intermittent fashion, so your body doesn't know when to expect the fast or when to expect the lack of foods coming in, and it will just be prepared at all times, and that's what you're looking for. Did I explain that well, Sam? I think I was a little bit awkward.
That's great, because I've been doing that. I started doing that about since the beginning of the year, every other day fasting, and it's pretty awesome.
Isn't it awesome? Are you noticing that you feel high on the days that you fast, like kind of just feel really good?
Yeah, it feels light and easier to breathe, and it's excellent. Awesome. And then you get this reset, because on the next day you're eager to get up earlier in the morning and start making breakfast earlier. So
isn't that cool? Isn't that cool, Sam? That's the kind of strategies that are so simple to employ. They're cheap. They're easy. You don't need a doctor. You don't need the medical model. We can do it ourselves. And nothing exemplifies what I call the bright side philosophy more clearly and more powerfully and more concisely in this idea of intermittent fasting, exploiting caloric restriction, taking advantage, leveraging caloric restriction, just to feel better and to accelerate the healing process, reduce the load on the body, in addition to helping build tissue and and helping increase the anabolic, anti-aging growth response. Thanks so much for your call, Sam. Appreciate it. Got to move on. Let's see if we can get a couple more in here. Susan in Michigan. What's going on? Got about a minute or two to talk to you.
Hi, Pharmacist Ben. I've talked to you before. I don't have adrenal glands, so what would you suggest instead of doing steroids every day?
Your adrenal glands are your stress management glands. You have to love your body, nurture your body, tell your body it's safe, and there's lots of ways to do it. The general concept is you need to tell the body it's safe. Now, how do you tell the body it's safe? Well, you can actually talk to your body. Just talking to your body will have some benefit, telling your body it's safe. But what you really want to do is tell your body it's safe with oxygen, number one, because that's the biggest survival threat, is oxygen, a lack of oxygen. So make sure you're breathing slowly and correctly. You should be really, really paying attention to your breathing techniques. Everybody should be, but especially you, Susan. Get the BioBreathing app or My Calm Beat app on your smartphone and do it every day. You also want to make sure you're using enough Celtic sea salt. The adrenal glands regulate salt. You may start to experience some potassium problems or sodium problems, magnesium problems, salt problems in general. I've been using Celtic sea salt. Vitamin C is very, very important. It's the anti-stress vitamin, and the adrenal glands use a lot of vitamin C. Without adrenal glands, you may have to just make sure that you're taking enough vitamin C for their anti-stress benefits. Make sure you're using all your liquid nutrients. Your liquid nutrients are your anti-stress nutrients, and that means vitamin C and the B complex and the electrolytes. Of course, you know the best source of all of those liquid nutrients is the Beyond Tangy Tangerine. I would be sipping on it all day long. And then make sure you don't put any extra burden on your body. Don't put any extra work on your body, or don't give your body any extra work to do. Eat far less food. Only eat when it's absolutely necessary, when you're feeling really hungry. Notice the difference between foods, between eating for hunger, eating when you need it, and just eating socially or eating emotionally. That's probably the single most important thing to do, because you want to keep your blood sugar stable. The adrenal glands pick up the slack when your blood sugar drops, and you don't want your blood sugar to drop precipitously so that you would have to have some kind of adrenal gland support, because you don't have adrenal glands. And in large part, that's why they're giving you steroids, is to control that high blood sugar, low blood sugar roller coaster. Keeping your blood sugar stable will be very important, Susan. Making sure you stay away from refined sugars, and make sure you're using whey protein on a regular basis. All protein, really, but especially whey protein. All right, there's so much more to talk about, Susan. That was not comprehensive, but that should give you a bunch of ideas, a good place to start. All right, if I left you on hold again, I am so sorry. I apologize. Try to call back tomorrow. We'll get you first up. I'm Pharmacist Ben. Thanks so much for listening, folks. We will talk to you all later. Have a wonderful, beautiful day. Bye for now.
Great news, pure water lovers. BigBerkeyWaterFilters.com has a special discount offer for all GCN listeners. You can't do better than a Big Berkey for economy. For only 1.7 cents a gallon, a single set of filters can last for 5 to 10 years. There's none better than a Big Berkey for emergency preparedness as a backup water source. And you just can't beat a Big Berkey to remove dangerous chlorine, all types of fluoride, pathogenic bacteria, cysts, parasites, and unhealthy byproducts from municipal water. Berkey water filter systems are even powerful enough to purify stagnant pond water. For the gold standard in water filters, get a Big Berkey at BigBerkeyWaterFilters.com. And all GCN listeners get 5% off all ceramic filter systems. For details, call 1-877-99-BERKEY. That's 877-99-BERKEY. Big Berkey Water Filters, for the love of clean water.
Big business has discovered the preparedness market, and that makes it difficult to know where to go and who to trust. MyPatriotSupply.com is owned and operated by patriots just like you, has the best prices on storable food, non-GMO seeds, water filtration devices, home canning equipment, survival and self-reliance books, and more. MyPatriotSupply.com has old-fashioned values and the absolute best customer service in the industry. Look for the deal of the day, unique, affordable survival supplies that fit anyone's budget. Get same-day shipping on all orders and free shipping on orders over $49. Call 866-229-0927, 866-229-0927, or visit MyPatriotSupply.com for emergency preparedness, self-reliance, and food independence. Shop with a name you know and a name you can trust. Before it's time to survive, it's time to prepare. MyPatriotSupply.com.